I'm Bret Shuford, and this is another episode of Broadway Life, where we teach you how to live your best Broadway life. I'm here with I want to say Analisa, and it's Analisa, right? Analisa Leaming, and it's in 2 weeks. You're going to be doing what?
I am going to be taking over the role of Rosalie Mullins, Principal Rosalie Mullins at the School of Rock.
It's so cool. This is how many Broadway shows for you now?
It will be my fourth.
It's your fourth Broadway show, and you've always been a standby and an understudy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is your first principal.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you know you wanted to be on Broadway?
Always. Like, my mom would bring home from the library My Fair Lady and The Sound of Music, and I just needed to be Julie Andrews. In fact, sidebar, in rehearsal for School of Rock last week, I was singing through a song, and they were like, watch your accent. And I was like, I have an accent, and apparently I was going like, here at Horace Green, your name has come to me in pure excellence. Like, that's my go-to, I guess. But because I grew up, like, she was my idol. In 8th grade, I took a field trip to New York with my class, and we saw Cats at the Winter Garden Theater, which is
I saw your post.
crazy.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And so I remember my 8th grade teacher wrote in my yearbook, "We'll miss you, can't wait to see your name in lights in Hollywood." And I went back to him when I read it and I said, "Can you scratch that out and put New York City?" So yeah.
So how would you describe, if you could describe it in like 2 words, the feeling of going on as an understudy?
Excited and scared. Like, it's that, I think that every time. Why would anyone do this to themselves? Mm-hmm. Talk about like the unknown. You have no idea how it's going to go. But I have to say, like, I'm so grateful for those moments because A, it makes doing a normal role like a breeze. Mm-hmm. And it just, I can do anything, I can make anything work, and so it gives you that confidence as an actor.
But what would you say like the down part of being an understudy is?
Feeling, maybe, depending on what your normal track is in the show, feeling underutilized. When you're an understudy, depending on what you're doing, you don't get that challenge every night, and that's what I crave. So when I am understudying, when I am standing by, I have always stayed in like a scene study or acting class to just like fuel that need to create. I
think that's so important to remind people of, that you should never stop studying, even when you're doing 8 shows a week. Just make the space.
Right now, what I'm doing is I'm asking myself every day, what would make this really fun? No matter what it is, like whether I'm in Act 2 of my show, or whether I'm commuting in, or like I have an hour to run lines or learn lines. So then it's like, okay, I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and get a really fun coffee drink, and I'm gonna get my favorite colored pens out, and like, so I'm constantly just trying to find fun, because when I found out that I was going to be doing double duty, doing my show at night, learning a new show during the day, my mind went to that place of like, oh my God, I'm going to be so tired. How am I going to do this? And I'm so glad I stopped myself in my tracks, and I was like, nope, that's not going to be my story. I get to do this. This is a dream.
That's the other thing too that I think can be challenging in this business, is this shift like that of your routine.
Everything, yeah.
So then what about like your voice though? How do you maintain your voice?
I teach voice lessons. I love the voice. I'm fascinated by the voice. So I do a lot of like analyzing myself, kind of like, what do I need today? But I steam. I'm a big steamer. Yeah. I drink a lot of tea, and I'm very quiet. I feel terrible. I've had a vocal injury before when I was much younger, like 19. So I will never fool around with that again. Like, I'll be the first person to call my ENT and get scoped, because I'm like, what's going on?
Find a good ENT.
Yeah, find one now and just get scoped and just see, so you can see what your vocal folds are when they're healthy, so that when you have a problem, they have something to compare it to. Mm-hmm. They don't have to say, oh, I wonder if that thing was always there. Maybe that's just an abnormality to your folds.
Totally.
Yeah, that's really essential. I came from the classical world, like classical singing world, where you had to be perfect and stand in the crook of the piano with your arm on the piano and sing this art song or aria. And it
perfect
was
pitch, perfect tempo,
it was about every note being perfect.
Yeah.
And the story was like the 4th thing you think about. And so to break free from that, I think I've finally done it.
How did you get there?
I stopped taking voice lessons. when I moved to the city and just threw myself in acting classes. And I did like acting intensives at the Terry Schreiber studio. So I've just really committed to that side of myself.
I think that's so important, is to find where you're not as strong and strengthen it. How would you tell someone to live their best Broadway life?
I would say wake up every day and do what charms you. We'll do them from a place of this is exciting, this is fun, I want to pick up this script and work on this with a teacher, or I'm excited to go to this audition because of X, not I'm going to this audition because I told myself I'd go to 3 auditions this week. And I think it's, for me, it's becoming about, doing things that I love, doing things that I'm choosing to do, and then showing up for them and not doing what I'm supposed to do.
I love that.
Yeah. I think you have to get to a point where you're okay doing what you're doing. And if you're miserable and it's making you miserable, do something else. Yeah. In this city, there's so much to do.
So much opportunity.
So like, if you hate your life, then that's a problem. Change it. Yeah. Change is scary. I get it. But
yeah, I think people grip. It's like you said, they're gripping onto their income, or they're gripping onto what this opportunity will mean for you. Or the definition of what they do. That like, if I'm waiting tables, I'm not acting. Right. But that's all a choice. Absolutely. Like, waiting tables can support acting, or it can be your life. Right. You get to choose. Right. Go see Analisa on Broadway in School of Rock. When do you start performances?
November 20th.
November 20th at the Winter Garden Theater. You can follow her on Instagram.
At Analisa Leaming.
It's just your name.
Just my name.
Okay, Analisa Leaming, y'all.